Hey guys, LQ here with the LQ review, and you can see that I'm in a bit of an empty class. You got my board up there, my bulletin board that is empty, just tacks in it because the school year is coming to a close, which is always kind of sad, but that's life. And my track team just had the district track meet. We qualified 3 events to the regionals: the 4x2, the 4x4, and the long jump. And the freshman who qualified in the long jump, he's also on the 4x2 and 4x4. Fantastic athlete. So that's really exciting. But let's talk about movies. Movies and TV shows. And right now, actually, let's talk about Survivor. All right, Survivor. I want to talk a little bit about Survivor Island of the Idols, the season that'll be starting up in September. So, as we know, the premise of Island of the Idols is that there's 2 teams, and there are also 2 mentors or 2 coaches who have played the game before and have won the game before. You've got Boston Rob and you've got Sandra Diaz Twine. And Sanders actually won twice. Boston Rob's played 4 times, Sanders played 3 times. So you've got some of the most successful Survivor players in the history of the game acting as coaches. Now, initially, what I thought was going to happen was that Sandra would be assigned to one tribe and Rob would be assigned to the other tribe. But that doesn't sound like what's going to happen here. It sounds like what's going to happen is Sandra and Rob are going to be living together in their own camp and that they're going to be coaching the survivors, and that will kind of the thought process behind it is who will listen, who won't, and who will be successful because of the advice given by these 2 survivor legends. Now, this is a thing that they flirted with in the past. If you remember, Cochran came and kind of acted as a coach in a past season. I forget which season it was, but and his advice seemed to resonate with the survivor contestant that received it, and she went on to put that advice into play. So clearly, this is something they've been thinking about for a while. So the premise itself, I'm good with. I think it's interesting. I think it brings a different spin to Survivor. It might change the social dynamics a little bit, having a couple people who are already kind of the leaders, already put in a place, who have the experience. But that's something they've done in Survivor before also, with the returning players, like 1 or 2 returning players per tribe. That's something they've done also. So there's a lot of ideas and concepts here that have been tested before in other seasons that I think that they're just taking the next step in, kind of taking that next leap of evolution in the show and putting it into place. So I have no problem with the concept at all. Would I like to see Boston Rob and Sandra play again? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love returning players. I know a lot of you don't. A lot of you Survivor fans don't, but I love returning players. I think they bring a lot of energy and a lot of passion to the show, and they oftentimes elevate the game to the next level. But and there's rumors that I'm gonna make a different video about season 40 being an all-winner season. So I'll get another video out about that, season 40 speculations and theories. But right now we're talking about season 39, and like I said, it's an interesting concept that I'm anxious to see it play out. At present time, we don't know who any of the other players are, or at least I haven't seen any leaks on who any of the other players are. We just know that Rob and Sandra are going to be coaches. And they've got those big, giant, wooden, ridiculous-looking idols of each one of their faces that I think just looks ridiculous. Maybe in all the best ways, maybe not. I haven't decided yet. Maybe it's completely ridiculous and not even ridiculously good. I really haven't decided yet. But whatever, it's ridiculous. These giant wooden statues of their faces. But anyways, I think it's an interesting concept that could see the game take some evolutionary changes, just based on the fact that the new players are going to have very seasoned former players in their ear the whole time. You know, it's like that show, the past Survivor season, Game Changers. I think we might see some game changers come out of the season, just because we're going to have some coaches who are going to be in their ear and urging them to change the game. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. Anytime you can get Boston Rob involved, I'm in. I know a lot of people don't like him. That doesn't make sense to me. He is a dynamic player. He's a dynamic personality. And you want to know why they keep bringing him back? Because he brings ratings. People come back to Survivor when Boston Rob comes back. I don't understand why people get all up in arms when they're like, oh, I'm tired of Boston Rob. Why? Why? He's a great player. He's a interesting character. He has a very dynamic, likable personality. Yeah, he's a little arrogant. Well, he's not a little arrogant. He is arrogant, but he has a heck of a resume. So, yeah, it just always kind of bothers me when people get on Facebook or other social media platforms and they're like, "Oh, I hate Boston Rob." Why? Just because he's played a lot? There's a reason why he's played a lot. There's a reason why he's been on Survivor a lot, because people want to see him. The people who are watching YouTube videos on Survivor, the people who are reading Facebook comment sections about Survivor, they represent such a minority of the audience for Survivor. Such a huge minority. So when you're reading through these comment sections on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and other places, and you see all the negativity toward bringing Boston Rob back, you have to understand that you are reading, and it seems like the vast majority doesn't want him to come back. You have to understand that you are reading a very vocal minority. You're experiencing the opinions of a very vocal minority. When the vast majority of viewers love having Boston Rob back, it's just a fact. You can't argue with the ratings. That's why they keep bringing him back. If bringing him back didn't increase ratings, they'd stop bringing him back. They owe him nothing. That's why they keep bringing him back, because people like to watch him. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a different kind of a spin. You know, having this spin on it to where they're not actually playing, this ensures that two of your marquee players are going to be around the whole season. Now, Edge of Extinction kind of did that last season, where everybody was around the whole season. But this is going to allow Sandra and Rob to get lots of screen time. And I think that's really what CBS wants at this point, is they want to be able to say, hey, these are our stars, these are our main characters, and they're going to get a lot of screen time. So that's what I think is going to happen. I'm optimistic. I'm on board. And if the rumors surrounding season 40 are true, we're not done seeing Boston Rob and Sandra at the Yes Twine yet anyways. So, like I said, I'll be talking about that again soon. But what do you think of the Island of the Idols theme for Survivor Season 39? Let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that the people who enjoy my videos know what I'm up to. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, all the nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.